Number 1. 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. Let's begin with the 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. For years, the Hellcat has been the face of excess power, a car that refuses to bow down to trends of electrification and downsizing. Dodge has kept its promise to enthusiasts by delivering a machine that is unapologetically loud, aggressive, and powerful. The exterior design of the 2026 Hellcat remains true to its roots, with that classic long hood, short deck proportion. The wide body stance gives it a menacing presence on the road, and the refreshed front fascia sharpens the details without losing its retro muscle charm. The hood scoops, the wide fenders, and the quad exhaust tips all scream aggression. Underneath, the 2026 model receives a new evolution of the 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8, now tuned to produce around 820 horsepower. That's right, over 800 horsepower in a car that still carries the spirit of the golden age of muscle. It's the kind of car that doesn't just move you forward, it throws you into the seat with a force that leaves your heart racing. The Challenger has always been criticized for being more of a straight-line machine than a corner carver, but Dodge has refined it this year. Adaptive suspension, torque vectoring, and enhanced weight balance allow it to attack corners with more confidence. Inside, the Challenger is surprisingly comfortable. Dodge understands that many buyers want a daily drivable muscle car, so the interior is roomy, with comfortable leather seats, a massive Uconnect touchscreen, customizable performance pages, and premium sound options. The cabin feels like a mix of modern luxury and retro-inspired design. Pricing for the 2026 Hellcat starts at around $85,000, which is honestly impressive considering the sheer power and road presence you get. Competitors like the Camaro ZL1 and Mustang GT500 are tough rivals, but the Hellcat has carved its own niche as the king of raw muscle. The car that shouts the loudest in the muscle world. Driving one is an experience like no other. The supercharger whine, the thunderous V8 roar, and the brutal acceleration all remind you that cars like this are becoming rare, and Dodge has gifted us one more round of pure insanity. Number 2. 2026 Ford Mustang GTD. Now let's move on to the 2026 Ford Mustang GT, a completely different take on the muscle car philosophy. While the Hellcat is about brute strength, the GTD is about transforming a muscle car into a world-class supercar competitor. The GTD is essentially Ford's answer to European exotics, built to take on names like Porsche, Ferrari, and McLaren. The exterior immediately tells you this isn't your everyday Mustang. With its massive rear wing, aggressive aerodynamic lines, sculpted hood, and wide stance, it looks like it belongs on a racetrack. Carbon fiber panels reduce weight, and every vent and curve is designed with downforce and cooling in mind. Under the hood lies a supercharged 5.2-liter V8 producing more than 800 horsepower, paired with a rear-mounted transaxle for better weight distribution. This setup gives the GTD handling characteristics that no other Mustang has ever achieved. Driving it feels surgical, precise, and incredibly fast. The suspension system, borrowed directly from Ford's racing technology, adapts to different conditions in milliseconds, making it equally capable on the street and on the track. Inside, the GTD blends luxury and motorsport. Alcantara, carbon fiber trim, deep bucket seats, and a fully digital cockpit create an environment that feels purpose-built. While the Hellcat is about the roar and the straight-line thrill, the GTD is about lap times and precision. The price reflects that exclusivity, starting at around $300,000. That makes it one of the most expensive Mustangs ever, but also one of the most capable. Buyers aren't just getting a muscle car. They're getting a track weapon that can run with the best of Europe. For Mustang enthusiasts, the GT represents the pinnacle, the evolution of the breed into something truly world-class. It's bold, it's extreme, and it shows the world that American performance isn't just about drag racing anymore. Number 3, 2026 Pontiac GTO. Next, we have a return of a true legend, the 2026 Pontiac GTO. Pontiac as a brand may have been discontinued years ago, but the GTO's name lives on in car culture. Known as one of the original muscle cars, the GTO has returned in 2026 with a modern interpretation that honors its history. The exterior is instantly recognizable, with cues pulled directly from the 1960s models. The split grille, the muscular body lines, and the aggressive stance all pay homage to the past while adding a futuristic edge. The 2026 GTO isn't just a nostalgia trip, it's a serious performance car. Under the hood, a naturally aspirated 6.6-liter V8 produces around 650 horsepower, with an optional twin-turbocharged variant pushing up to 750 horsepower. Pontiac has designed the GTO to capture the raw excitement of driving, and it succeeds. The exhaust note is deep and commanding, the acceleration is fierce, and the driving feel is visceral. Unlike some of the other muscle cars in this lineup, the GTO focuses on connecting the driver to the machine, with less emphasis on electronic aids and more on raw engagement. Inside, the GTO blends retro-inspired design elements with modern technology. The gauge cluster has a classic look, but is digital at its core. The dashboard combines physical buttons with a large infotainment screen, giving you both tactile satisfaction and modern convenience. The cabin feels sporty yet comfortable, with high-quality materials and driver-focused ergonomics. Pricing for the GTO starts at about $75,000. Making it more affordable than the GD and GT500, while still delivering incredible performance. The main competition comes from cars like the Challenger and Camaro, but the GTO stands out thanks to its heritage and its unique position as a revived legend. For enthusiasts who grew up hearing stories about the original GTOs, this 2026 version is a dream come true. It bridges the gap between past and present, giving muscle car fans something truly special. Number 4, 2026 Plymouth Barracuda. Now let's talk about the 2026 Plymouth Barracuda, another resurrection that has captured the imagination of enthusiasts everywhere. The Barracuda has always had a cult following, and in 2026, it returns with a vengeance. The design is breathtaking, a perfect blend of retro cues and modern aggression. The fastback profile, the bold front grille, and the sleek taillights create a car that looks both classic and futuristic. The stance is low and wide, with muscular fenders that give it an unmistakable presence. Plymouth has ensured that this isn't just a name slapped on a modern car, but a true Barracuda reborn for the 21st century. Performance is outstanding, with a 6.4-liter Hemi V8 producing around 700 horsepower. Buyers can choose between a manual or automatic transmission, keeping purists happy while offering modern convenience for others. The driving experience is thrilling, with a balance between straight-line muscle and improved handling. Unlike the old-school muscle cars that were only about drag racing, the 2026 Barracuda can actually handle twisty roads with confidence. The interior is a wonderful mix of retro inspiration and modern design. Round dials, classic fonts, and heritage touches remind you of the past, while digital clusters, large touchscreens, and advanced safety features remind you it's 2026. Pricing starts around $70,000, making it slightly more affordable than the Hellcat, but still delivering serious performance. The Barracuda competes with the likes of the Camaro and Challenger, but it has the advantage of nostalgia and rarity. For collectors, this is a must-have, as it marks the return of one of the most beloved names in muscle car history. Driving it feels special, like you're part of a legacy that stretches back decades. It's not just a car, it's a statement, a symbol that American muscle is alive and well. Number 5. 2026 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500. Finally, we come to the 2026 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500, the ultimate expression of the Shelby legacy. The GT 500 has always been the crown jewel of the Mustang lineup, a car that combines raw power with refined engineering. The 2026 version continues that tradition with even more intensity. The exterior is unmistakably Shelby, with its aggressive front fascia, wide fenders, functional hood vents, and of course, the Cobra badge that signifies its heritage. The design is aerodynamic, purposeful, and menacing. Under the hood lies the supercharged 5.2-liter Predator V8, now tuned to deliver around 825 horsepower. That makes it the most powerful GT 500 ever built. Acceleration is brutal, with 0 to 60 times in the low 3-second range, and a top speed that rivals some of the fastest cars in the world. But the GT 500 isn't just about straight-line speed. Ford has engineered the chassis, suspension, and aerodynamics to make it equally capable on a road course. Driving it feels exhilarating but controlled, powerful but precise. Inside, the GT 500 strikes a balance between sportiness and comfort. Recaro seats hold you in place during aggressive driving, while premium materials and advanced infotainment systems make long drives enjoyable. Shelby badging is everywhere, reminding you that you're in something special. Pricing starts at around $120,000, which puts it in a sweet spot between the more affordable muscle cars and the ultra-exclusive GT. The GT 500 competes directly with the Challenger Hellcat and Camaro ZL1, but it distinguishes itself with its blend of raw power and refined handling. It's a car that feels equally at home on the drag strip, the racetrack, or the open highway. For many enthusiasts, the GT 500 is the perfect muscle car, offering everything you could want in one package. When you step back and look at all 5 of these cars together, it's clear that 2026 is a golden year for muscle cars. The Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat continues to represent brute force, offering insane horsepower at a price that makes it accessible. The Ford Mustang GT pushes the boundaries of what a muscle car can be, transforming it into a supercar competitor. The Pontiac GTO revives a legend, combining nostalgia with modern performance in a package that appeals to both young drivers and collectors. The Plymouth Barracuda brings back another classic name, offering a mix of retro styling and contemporary engineering. And the Shelby GT 500 continues its reign as the ultimate Mustang, a car that blends power, handling, and heritage in one unbeatable package. In an age where electric cars are becoming the norm and SUVs dominate sales charts, these muscle cars remind us why we fell in love with cars in the first place. They're loud, they're fast, they're unapologetic, and they're built to thrill. They represent freedom, passion, and individuality. Each of these machines carries the spirit of the golden era of muscle cars, while adapting just enough to stay relevant in today's world. Whether you prefer the brute force of the Hellcat, the precision of the GTD, the heritage of the GTO, the style of the Barracuda, or the balance of the GT500, there's a 2026 muscle car that speaks to you. Thank you for joining me in this detailed look at the 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, Ford Mustang GTD, Pontiac GTO, Plymouth Barracuda, and Shelby GT500. These cars are more than just vehicles, they're icons, and it's been a privilege to explore them with you. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel for more in-depth reviews and car content.